Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Shaw. If you are new here, I am a soon to be mother for the first time and I'm just taking you on this journey. Today I'm getting ready right now because I have a doctor's appointment in a little less than an hour for the glucose gestational diabetes test, and so I'm going to take you along today with me for that process, just so if you are a first-time mom or it's the first time you're doing this test, you could see how it goes. It might look different for everybody depending on where you are and who your doctor is, but I'm going to take you along because I know I'm feeling a little nervous, and I was trying to find videos of people who've done this test before just to see how it went for them, and I was having troubles finding them. So if that's something you're interested in, stay tuned and let's do this. So I'm getting ready right now. My appointment is at 11 and they gave me these instructions to drink the glucola stuff. It doesn't have any dyes in it, so that's good. The one regret I did do, that I have, like I've mentioned previously, I am very holistic minded, and a long time ago I had done research, and I think that the super duper natural no additive one is called Fresh Test. But it's like sometimes when you're in the moment in the doctor's office, they gave me the glucola and I was like, oh thanks. And I do like that it was clear, so there was no dyes, so that's good. But I didn't even look at the other ingredients. I need to look at it because I wish I would have bought the Fresh Test. That was a little cleaner. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it and look at it. So this is what it looks like. Fruit punch flavor, but no dyes, so that's good. It looks like it's water and dextrose, which is a corn source, so I don't know. Definitely has GMOs. If it's a corn source, citric acid, natural flavor, sodium hexametaphosphate, and 10% sodium benzoate as a preservative. So definitely not the cleanest thing that I could drink. So it's a little too late now. You have good intentions and then sometimes it doesn't pan out the way you want, but whatever, at least there's no dyes. So a couple things, because if you want to pass the test, it's testing for gestational diabetes and how your body is handling sugar. So it's interesting because my doctor told me to eat a protein rich meal before I drink the drink, which that makes sense to me because just nutrition wise. And what I tell people is sugar metabolism and sugar balance is everything. When your sugar metabolism and glucose metabolism is out of whack, that is what causes people to have significant fat gain and diabetes. That's what leads to diabetes, just regular, if you're not even pregnant. And the way that you balance your sugar metabolism is by prioritizing sorry, it's in the morning and I'm still a little groggy, but it's by prioritizing eating protein-rich foods, fats, and fibers. Because when you have that, say you eat a meal with rice, any sort of carb turns into sugar. So if you're eating any food that contains carbs or sugar, or anything that turns into sugar, it's important you're pairing that with a protein, and that helps stabilize the sugar spike. Because if you're eating sugar by itself, your body has a huge insulin spike, and that's why a lot of time you'll get energy from having a super sugary whatever, whether it be candy or dessert. You'll have this spike of energy because sugar and carbs, they are quick burning. But then you'll have a crash. So you're gonna have an insulin spike and then you're gonna crash and you feel like groggy and tired, and it perpetuates the cycle of craving sugar. Anyways, so that makes sense to me that she said eat a protein-rich meal because that mimics everyday life, how it should be and how your body's handling it. Also, this is my favorite Mary Poppins mug, just so you look how cute it is. So it baffles me because I was looking into this test and I've seen a lot of women that said their doctor told them to do it fasted. I don't know if that's a specific case or if there are just some doctors that think that you should do it that way. I'm not quite sure, but that doesn't make sense to me because I feel like that would be setting yourself up for failure. That's not like, people eat desserts and stuff and sweet treats on their own, but that's not healthy for your body. That doesn't actually mimic a healthy diet or what you should do in everyday life. So that doesn't make sense to me to just drink straight sugar on an empty stomach, because you will definitely have an insane insulin spike. So I don't get. So that made me very happy to know the doctor was on board with the protein-rich food. So my appointment is at 11 and I'm supposed to drink the drink 30 minutes before. So gotta make sure I'm paying attention at the time. I need to drink it at 10:30, which I'm gonna do. And I woke up at 8, so I was really hungry. So I had some leftovers earlier that was like chicken and green beans. I'm trying to stay away. Sometimes for breakfast I'll have a gluten-free English muffin with, this is not every day, but earlier in the morning when I want something, I'll do a gluten-free English muffin with a cottage cheese on it, so protein, pairing it with that carb. I stayed away from any sort of carbs this morning. I wanted to not have anything sugary. I also read that you shouldn't do caffeine, but I did do coffee. I started it off at 8 o'clock this morning, and the thing about coffee is the same with like it spiking your adrenals and your cortisol. It's important to pair it with protein. So I do have like organic dairy creamer that has 3 grams of sugar, but I did like the tiniest amount of that just to have a tiny bit sweet, and then I actually added goat milk, which is super high in protein, to my coffee, so it has an adequate amount of protein in it. And then I also made sure that I hydrated really well before drinking my coffee. So I had a full glass of water, and the important is to make sure that you're hydrated, because people don't really think about why water is important. First of all, water has, well, if you're drinking the right water, it's supposed to have minerals in it. That's why electrolytes are also important. And the minerals get pulled into your cells, so it aids in energy. But also water, our body needs sustenance to create new blood, and it increases blood volume. So making sure you're really well hydrated before the test is important too, because that also will help with the insulin spike from the drink. So I had that chicken and green beans maybe an hour ago. I might have a little more protein right before I drink the drink, just to keep it stable. But I'm gonna have a little bit more protein. I'll drink the drink, so I have to do it 30 minutes before, and then after you drink the glucola drink, you cannot eat anything, but you can have water. So I'm gonna make sure I get enough water, and so we'll touch base when I start drinking the drink. So I am getting ready to drink the drink. It's almost time. Real quick, I'm gonna eat a couple of these little beef sticks just to get a little more protein in. Maybe a handful of nuts too for fat, just to help curb out that insulin spike. But I didn't want to cook up a whole meal because I did have the chicken and green beans earlier. So I'm just gonna do a little more protein and then we'll drink this drink. Also, don't sleep on these Archer beef sticks. These are the minis, just because I like to keep them in my purse. Especially, I used to keep these in my purse even before I was pregnant, because it isn't good to let your blood sugar dip low either. That's all a part of blood sugar balance in general too. So if you have little kiddos, like my girlfriend Kelly, her daughter loves a beef stick. And it's just good sustainable energy. And the more you prioritize protein, it actually reduces sugar cravings. So I had 1 beef stick and a handful of nuts. I feel like that's good because I had my meal. Just double checking the instructions for the drink. 30 minutes prior, it's 10:30, time to drink it. Got my water. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this. I don't want to drink it. And then so I had my food. You're not supposed to eat anything after drinking this. So after this, nothing. And I'm gonna be going to my appointment and they're gonna be drawing my blood. So let's give it a go. I just have to smell things first. It's fruit punch. It smells good. Oh my god. It's not bad, but it's not good. I need to settle down or else I'm gonna make myself throw up. So this says like So you don't have to chug it. It says you gotta drink this full thing within a 5-minute period of time, which is doable. Gotta breathe. This is so damn sweet. Holy crap. And I'm someone who doesn't like super duper sweet things. There's a time and a place for rich sweet. I like chocolate or like flourless chocolate cake after dinner or something like that at a nice restaurant. But this is candy, super duper sweet. Some people might like it depending on if you're a candy person. I just don't eat candy like that. Skittles and lollipops and sour things. I don't like that type of thing. It definitely is like Hawaiian fruit punch back in the day. This one would have phased me. Growing up, I had no idea about nutrition. Oh, I'd eat all the things. I used to, me and my best friend, we'd stop at the gas station every morning before high school and we'd start our day off with a energy drink, like a Red Bull and a donut. But ever since like about nutrition and like eat a certain way, like tastes insane to me. And it's already like sitting well on my stomach. So sugary, disgusting. And when I say disgusting, I mean probably the best way possible. It obviously doesn't taste like bitter or like a bad flavor. It's just straight sugar. Whoa. Yeah, it tastes like, this one is fruit punch, so it tastes like one of those Hawaiian fruit punches. Oh my gosh, that stuff is terrible, and all the red dye that was in it. My mom used to get me, God bless her, because you know, it's the 90s. The information wasn't out there like it is now. But she used to get me those Kool-Aid drinks that were in the plastic, and they looked like the Kool-Aid Man, and they had the twist caps, the red and the blue. And I remember drinking it, I think maybe, I don't know, I must have been 7 or something. And the red dye was so strong, I peed and it was red, and my mom was freaking out because she thought I started my period, and she was so scared because I was only 7. But it was just the crazy Kool-Aid. Oh my God. I should have been looking at the clock to make sure I'm doing this. Well, I guess, I've been doing this for almost 5 minutes, so I gotta get going. I hope I don't throw this up. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Lord help me. I don't like this. It's gonna give me heartburn, honestly. But maybe it's because I'm stressing about it. I need to relax. Take a deep breath, you're fine. If you could give a labor, if you could birth a baby, you could drink the rest of this drink. That's what I tell myself always now. Anything hard, even my workouts, I'm like, you could birth a baby out of your vagina, you could do this. That was disgusting. But thank God I could drink water because I'm gonna have a little bit of water. That was awful. I'm gonna put on some clothes and finish getting ready, and we're gonna go to this appointment. There better be no hiccups or redos after this because that was not great. On our way to the doctor, and we're going to do the blood test. We're also just doing a general checkup today, and hopefully, I think maybe a little ultrasound. That's usually how it goes. But we'll do the blood work 1 second so I don't hit these people. All right. So, howdy. I'm tired. I feel like I have a sugar crash and I'm kind of grouchy, and that stuff made me not feel very good. But everything went well. Went there, had my normal check-in with the doctor, did our ultrasound and all that, and then we did a blood test. So when you drink the drink, you have to do your blood draw exactly an hour later. So we timed that out, and so that was another part of it. Is once I started drinking the glucola, you have to drink it within 5 minutes, and then you have to notate the time that you finish it. So I feel like I already look like even puffier from all of that. It's just kind of crazy how sugar inflames your body like that. But so I notated when I ended drinking that, and then I gave them that time, and I just feel very not myself. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I have a sugar hangover. I feel inflamed. I feel a little grouchy. I don't know. It's just insane how that stuff hijacks your body. I'm so tired too. So then I got my blood draw. That was quick and simple. I have a good vein. It's like a straw. And she said it's gonna take about a week to get my results. So we will see. I'm just gonna stay positive. I think it's fine. My husband always comes with me to my appointments. So then we went and we got lunch after. And I tried to do a protein-focused lunch, which was good. I got a bunless turkey burger. some sweet potato fries, so I still had some carbs, but whatever. And I'm just gonna, usually I do have a little sweet treat after dinner or something like that, but I'm gonna try to refrain from having any more sugar today because that was just so intense. I don't think my body needs any sweet treats or anything like that today. So I'm gonna focus on just nourishing my body and hydrating. I do need to have some electrolytes, I think. Hopefully I can find motivation to do anything else today because that just wiped me out for some reason. So we'll touch base after I get the results and we'll see how that goes. Hello everybody. I got my blood results back. Actually got them, I want to say it took maybe 3 or 4 days to get them back. Just haven't been able to update, and I don't have gestational diabetes. Yay! I felt pretty healthy just in general. I've never had blood sugar issues like that before, so I felt pretty confident, and also just how I lined up the protein and made sure I was hydrated and all that good stuff. But there's always an off chance, and so you wonder a little bit. So that is great. I don't have that, but still at this point, I'm actually 30 weeks today, which is exciting. So we're in the 10-week countdown officially. I still am trying to be much better about sugar. I'm also trying to be better about gluten. I was gluten-free before being pregnant, and while being pregnant, I think just because it's a whirlwind, I just, not to say I wanted to eat anything, but I didn't want to think so hard about it. If gluten-free wasn't available, I would just get sourdough bread and things like that. And I definitely have indulged in gluten-filled treats. So I'm trying to be better at that, not for any diet reasons, but before I was pregnant, I was gluten-free because honestly, I didn't really feel that great when I ate a lot of gluten. It jacked up my skin, I felt more inflamed, and so I had to remind myself of that during this pregnancy because it's hard. Sometimes you could get lost in the mix of symptoms that are just like pregnancy symptoms because you get bigger and all this other stuff is going on. But I realized I felt much more inflamed and achy since I was eating gluten, and top that with being pregnant and the stuff from pregnancy, I just had to have a reality check with myself. And so I'm trying to be better at the sugar and the gluten because I need to have as much energy as possible for the labor coming up, and I want to feel my best as I can, and I don't need any additional inflammation. So that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope this helped just, I don't know, maybe ease your fears about the test. It wasn't that crazy drinking it. I've heard mixed reviews, so I think it just depends on your taste buds, what you're accustomed to. If you eat a lot of sugary things, because I hear a lot of people are like, oh, I actually liked it, and some people are like, oh, it's not that bad. And it's not that bad, but it's not good. It's hard. I think the hardest part is having to drink it within 5 minutes. I thought that'd be plenty of time, but it's so sugary that drinking it actually within 5 minutes makes you feel a little sick because it is so sugary. So that was the hardest part to me. And I'm gonna be honest, the rest of the day, I felt like I had a sugar hangover. I just felt icky. And I've heard that from a lot of moms. It didn't make them feel good. Luckily, I didn't throw up or anything. I've heard people getting sick, but I just felt like, I literally felt like I had a hangover. I was so tired by the end of the day, and maybe it's just because you do have that sugar crash. I don't know. But that part wasn't great. So I just encourage you to hydrate as much as possible. After doing the test, I made sure that I had a pretty high protein focused meal. I actually didn't do any sort of dessert or anything that day either, just because I just felt like that was my allotment of sugar for the day. But in general, pretty simple. Just had a quick blood draw from it, and everything's looking good. And so I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.